Hey, what's up, moviegoers? I am Mark, and we are here with Francis, the movie man. Not a professional movie critic by nature, but a movie freak fan. This is a guy who can tell you everyone that starred in the black and white film from 1902, why they were in it, and what the casting call was all about. It's ridiculous, the knowledge he has. And we're going to talk about a movie, as we are now present in August 2012, that's just out. Star-studded cast if you like things that blow up and go boom in the night. Ladies and gentlemen, Expendables 2 is what we're going to talk about. I mean, you're talking Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis is in there.
Chuck Norris,
Jet Li,
Van Damme, Randy Couture.
Go, tell us, man.
All right. I'm going to do this again.
Yeah.
Okay. Expendables 2. Latest serving of bloody popcorn from our friends at Lionsgate, who seem to make a specialty of this kind of film. Seems all they do is horror films and action films. And
what else? What else is left for the average moviegoer like me? I don't know what else has Lionsgate done. If you throw out a couple of
they've done all the Saw movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's bloody. All right.
All right.
So Stallone heads this one off. Now look, he's not winning any Academy Award anytime soon. Did he pull it off? Is it good? Is he a good fit as we expect him to be for something like this?
Well, this is a sequel, so fans, if you've seen the first one, which you wouldn't be interested in this one unless you've seen the first one, most likely. Yeah, they're all reliable. People are still there, and unfortunately, if you're a Jet Li fan, I must tell you, he's only in it for about 5 minutes, and then he's gone. I won't tell you the circumstances or why, but basically, it's an extended cameo for Jet Li. So if you're going in there for Jet Li, you're going to be a little disappointed. But if you like everybody else in the movie, every other veteran of the first movie, and a couple of new additions, like Van Damme as a villain, very, very, very good. A vast improvement over the first movie, which, in my opinion, had a very weak villain.
And you said that's what, we're talking privately, that's what put this over the top, the fact that the villain was just kind of...
The villain and his assistant were so superior to the villains in the first one. I'm sorry, Stone Cold, but I think this guy is up on you as far as villainy. It's an actor named Scott Adkins. I'm not familiar with his other work. I'd have to Google him to find out what else he's done, but he's very good as Van Damme's assistant in this one. And it's a very good action piece. It supposedly, mostly if it takes place in Albania, which of course is mysterious enough to most of us, so that we think Albania is all like Transylvania in the Dracula movies. Albania is probably nothing like this movie, but it was not filmed in Albania. It was filmed in Bulgaria.
It's like the same thing, right?
Which is almost the same thing.
Another Ania.
Another Ania. And it's a very good action ride. It concerns our men from the first movie, minus Mickey Rourke, who basically was just in for an extended cameo in the first
I like Mickey Rourke because I think he's crazy.
But he was not part of the team in the first one. He did not go on the mission. Remember?
So you don't think it has nothing to do... He's not in this one. Who cares, pretty much? Why don't you think he was in this one? Why didn't they bring him back?
Probably they did not need his character, or it could be they asked him and he just didn't want to do it because he's probably busy with something else.
Okay.
I have no idea why Mickey Rourke didn't do this movie. Maybe they really don't need his character. They do have a new addition to the cast. Chris Hemsworth, who you may know from Thor.
Thor, okay. The guy who played Thor.
Yes.
Okay. Big dude.
I believe that's him. Or it could be his brother from the Hunger Games. It's one of those two guys. It's a Hemsworth brother. There are three. I know, I'm very confused. There are three Hemsworth brothers. One is still in Australia, and the other two are over here taking our jobs.
It's like a Baldwin.
There's Liam and Chris.
Okay.
And I believe this one is Chris. Although it might be Liam from the Hunger Games. I don't know.
Anyway. Well, what's this guy's part in this whole deal?
He's the new member of the crew.
Okay.
And I don't want to give away too much, but something happens to one of them. He's killed. One of them is killed. And the others have to go, and they want to go and revenge the killing by Van Damme and his crew of satanic minions. The basic plot involves recovery by our guys of... vast amount of plutonium that the Russians had buried after the Cold War, and which is dug up by Van Damme and his crew to sell to terrorists and, start World War III over again. And it's a very exciting chase all through fictional Albania, and culminates with everybody in the cast, except for Jet Li, having this big shootout, big bloody shootout at an airport.
Wait a minute. If we can back up, Chuck Norris. Isn't he thrown in this mix somewhere?
Yes, Chuck Norris appears out of nowhere in the middle of Bulgaria.
In
Albania,
Chuck Norris faction.
Albania, to save our boys' butts when they're up against it. He saves them from a tank and from a whole bunch of mean people shooting at them. And they're down to their last bullet, and Chuck shows up out of nowhere, blows up the tank, and kills everyone who hasn't been killed yet.
You know, for a lot of people like me who were kids or teens during the heydays of the Schwarzenegger, the Stallones, you know, late 80s, early 90s, when I think you said an endearing part or quality of the movie is how they kind of played with each other's catchphrases or lines.
They change off catchphrases. They will use each other's catchphrases. They will refer to themselves as old, so we don't refer to them as old. They will get there first. They were the first to admit they're old, that they're probably too old to be doing this. So they know, they are in on the joke. They know they're the Over the Hill Gang. For those of you my age who know who the Over the Hill Gang was, they did 2 movies. Yes, but they do pull it off. Admittedly, Statham is not in that age range, or Randy Couture is not in that age range. But them aside, and Jet Li is not in that age range, but everybody else is in that age range, 60 and over.
Wow.
And these people still can do it. They're still pumped, they're still cut, they still hit the gym, and they still know how to carry off an action piece. And Van Damme makes a very, very impressive villain, and it's only the second time I've seen him play a villain. First time was a little part in a movie which I think is called No Retreat, No Surrender from the 80s, a very bad martial arts film where he played a Russian boxer.
Isn't every Van Damme movie a very bad martial arts film? Or?
No, Time Cop. His masterpiece, Time Cop.
Okay.
So this is a very, very good action piece. Even if you haven't seen if you're a fan of the first one, this one's even better. If you didn't see the first one at all, doesn't really matter. This really has almost no bearing on the first movie. And you know these people. They've done a lot of work. You know who they are.
So this is fun. This is a good.
This is a fun
shoot 'em up.
A fun popcorn movie. Generally, the audience is going to be male for this. I don't see a lot of women going to this thing.
Yes, obviously.
And it's rated R, so the little kiddies won't be there either.
Well, that's the question I was going towards. It's R. It's violent. Is it unnecessarily violent, like
no,
some of these movies, or is it?
No, based on the actions of the villains and how really bad they are, it's not unnecessarily violent. You want to see these guys get theirs.
It's necessarily violent. Power
it's
to the
fun.
people.
It's a fun ride for the if you're 15 and up, I would say. Below 15, I wouldn't. Although that's not going to stop them from going.
Sure.
Or parents from taking the kids.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, speaking as someone who paid their money to go see it, I was not disappointed.
All right.
So that's my recommendation. It was a very good movie, and I think you would not want your refund at the box office. I think if you like the action, believe me, you'll get it.
Very cool. Well, listen, that's the wrap-up on Expendables 2. I'm Mark. We are here August 2012 with Francis, the movie man. Hope you enjoyed this latest installment, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye.